Jet Set Radio has a great cast of really cool design characters. Beat, Gum, Horn, Yo-Yo, Mute, DJK, even the characters that get less attention still have their fans. Of course, the most disappointing thing is that while the cast looks really cool, they don't have a personality to match their cool designs. Now I did bring this up in a previous video that Jet Set Radio Future changed a lot in giving all of the GGs tons of dialogue for them to show off who they are as characters. Are they the most groundbreaking things in the world? No, but it's a very appreciated change that I really love that Future added, and I've grown more attached to these characters because of it, which I couldn't really say about the original game. However, there is one particular character in this series that I truly believe is the most surprising when it comes to characterization and the impact they've had. I'm not talking about the two lovely mascots, the Big Baddie, or the Funky Funny Man. The character who I think is the best character in the series is Cube. Allow me to explain. Cube is a character that is in the OG Jet Set Radio, and she plays a significant role in the game's story along with Combo, Chapter 2 being named after them. The two Rudies used to live in Grind City, their turf. The gang consisted of Cube, Combo, and another member named Coin. They were the toughest group in their area and nobody messed with them. Suddenly though, someone started to paint these ugly tags all over their city. These men in black suits. On top of that, Coin's record collection had been stolen. The group responsible for these tags were the Golden Rhinos, a group of assassins owned by Goji Rikaku, ordered to take care of the three Rudies. After dealing with them on Bantam Street, Coin tells Cube and Combo to head to the Grind Square to do some graffiti he sprayed. He was mysteriously missing. They head to Grind Square where they encounter more Golden Rhinos. The place had been completely overrun by Rikaku. Once things were all finished, it is revealed that Coin had been killed by the Golden Rhinos. Cube and Combo had lost their friend. They knew they couldn't stay in Grind City, they had to leave. Hearing about the GGs, the two Rudies head to Tokyo Toll, ask for the GGs' help to combat against the Golden Rhinos for the sake of Coin. And that's pretty much it after that. You really don't learn any more about Cube or Combo afterwards. That's just the nature of the original Jet Set Radio, unfortunately. Despite that though, there is something else we can talk about. Cube is the only character in the franchise who has had two different designs in two different regions. Cube's US design is peak golf girl goodness. She wears a black sleeveless shirt that reaches down to her midriff with her name on it in red kanji across the front. Black fingerless gloves. She wears short black pants held up by a belt with a square skull-shaped buckle and black and gray skates with red wheels. Around her neck hangs a black collar with another skull-shaped buckle. What's also really cool is that she has these black tattoo markings around her stomach, and she also has a tattoo on her left arm, which I assume has her name on it. She has short black hair styled to the left, and she keeps it in place with two light blue hairpins, and always wear blue lipstick.
Actually, it's coral blue number.
Just off design alone, Cube quickly comes across as one of the coolest looking characters in the game. When you look at the colorful cast of characters, Cube stands out because of her dark and gothic aesthetic. She also complements Combo's darker colors, with them being partners and all. Her color scheme, also consisting of black and red, already made me fall in love with her. Characters who use black and red as a color scheme are always going to be favorite characters for me. It's Cube, Shadow the Hedgehog, Joker in Persona 5, Dante, Ruriko Matoi, and hell, even Bayonetta. Black and red just go perfectly together. Now, there is also the Japanese Cube design, which really has the only official render of Cube in the OG game. In the Japanese version, she wears a black shirt with long sleeve, a high collar, and red flame-like markings on it. Over that, she wears a gray t-shirt, still reaching down to her midriff. Her pants are more of a dark bluish color, so her color scheme has changed from the black and red to now gray, black, and a little bit of dark blue here and there. If you had to ask me which design I prefer, I repeat, prefer, not think is better, I like the American design a little more. It's much simpler and direct with its goth aesthetic and color scheme. I'm not a huge fan of the gray taking more precedent as a primary color, as she covers up her cool arm tattoo. The red being reduced to just the flames on her undershirt doesn't really do it for me either. The design is not bad because it's Cube. She can never look bad. I just like the American design Cube much more. Now let's move on to Jet Set Radio Future, where I think Cube solidified herself as the best character in that game. I want to go over her design changes first. It's one of the less drastic changes in the game, but it's still pretty noticeable. Her outfit being more based off of her American design from the OG game, keeping the black and red color scheme on her. Her top has a higher midriff, her arm tattoo is now black, she keeps the monster belt buckle, but now it has glowing gold eyes. The fingerless gloves are now full gloves. Her black pants now has a red streak on the side, and even her hairpins has changed to this more reptile-like thing. I don't know. They didn't need to change much about Cube. She was already designed perfectly as is. Now, how has Cube's role in the story changed? In Chapter 2, when the Rappin'99 appears, if you talk to Combo, he'll mention a unique tidbit saying Rappin'99 used to run under a leader named Cube. So we get a hint that Rappin'99 used to be a 4-person group, but who is this Cube person? Well, in Chapter 3, we learn that Poison Jam has a boss, and according to DJK, he is one mean dude. When we arrive to the bottom point of the sewage facility, we see that the mean dude is actually our resident goth girl, the leader of Poison Jam, cosplaying as a Saturday morning cartoon villain while saying that she will cook you and feed you the Poison Jam, even calling them sexy? Anyways, you beat them and Cube pretty much dips for the next 2 chapters of the game. When the GG goes to Sky Dinosaurian Square to confront the Noise Tank and Yo-Yo, Cube suddenly shows up and reveals that the GGs were being fooled and that Yo-Yo didn't betray them at all. She tells the GGs that there will never be peace in the streets. Chaos is its true nature. Before hilariously exploding out of the area. Once the Golden Rhino step into the fray and Clutch is being a jerk, Gum tells us that Cube is chilling in the sewers. You can go to meet her and challenge her to a race where she says she'll leave you alone if you win. When she beat her, she compliments how a punk like you could beat her and asks, what do you need? Joining the GGs. While it doesn't seem like a lot, Cube has a lot going for her more than the majority of the cast in this game, and it also sets into motion quite a number of other things. For starters, we learned from Combo that she used to be a Rappin'99 leader, but then she moved on to become Poison Jam's leader. As stated in the game, Poison Jam and Rappin'99 got huge beef with each other. With Cube jumping ship from Rappin'99 to Poison Jam, she may have been the catalyst to their beef. Now most of this is speculation since this is not a very story-driven series, but it is really interesting to think about. Cube is like the anti-hero of the GGs. Her being your first big antagonist of the game is pretty damn cool. Her role already stepped up from there. I wonder why she even chose to even help the GGs despite being their enemy at first. Maybe she saw Rikaku as a bigger threat? Who knows. Once you have locked Cube, when you talk to her, she's very level-headed. She can be cold and usually is very direct. When you get your graffiti stolen by Clutch, she even states that there are too many weaknesses in the GGs. She doesn't hold back in her thoughts, even after joining the gang. She also states that she has faced the Golden Rhinos before. She is amongst the only character in this game who has had prior interactions with the assassins. What happened? Who knows? But it implies that she's had a lot of experience in the streets. I think it is a cool callback to the OG game for having Combo to be the one to mention Cube since they were partners in another game, and also her being the one who dealt with the Golden Rhinos before, much like the original. Despite her very direct and serious attitude, Cube is definitely not above breaking out of that. Considering your first meeting with her, she's all in cosplay as the Queen of the Sewers, going on villainous monologues. She was super into her role as the bad guy. Not only that, but her laugh from her victory animation is like the most unexpected thing I'd hear from her. I expected a more sinister laugh, but I got a snobby goth girl. I probably shouldn't have had so much to say about one character in Jet Set Radio, but that's the cool thing about Cube. She has the most to talk about and think about because of the significant role change in Future. She had actually had quite a hefty impact on a number of things that has happened in Future. All thanks to how much the devs were able to work with to do cool stuff like this with the character. This is all why I believe Cube is the best character in Jet Set Radio.
I got mad skills.
Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed my video, make sure to leave a like and comment your thought on it. And if you're interested in more content like this, you can hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to know when my next upload will be. Take care and have a good day.